So let's talk about his quiz.
Gio.
And today we're gonna talk about, yo man, these shooting percentages looking horrible, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Listen.
It's been a lot of theories going down to, the basketball. It going from Spalding to Wilson. There's theories with the game being a little bit more physical, refs not calling anything. But what do you think is leading to like the shooting percentages being down? We see Dame shooting less, his percentage. Steph's been hooping, his percentages went down. You got a lot of players that aren't shooting good. Tatum's percentages are bad. I think a lot of players in the league. And B's is like 40-something%. Like it's just not, everybody's not hitting the same shots at the right clip. I mean, it's the way they play.
I think it's everything is tying in.
Right.
The new ball, for one. They did say I think the new ball are like all new balls, like that haven't been broken in also.
Right.
So like even though when they had Spalding, they breaking out ball for the game, I think there was hundreds, thousands of those Spaldings that had been broken in.
Right.
Still.
Is that a valid excuse for an NBA player though? Is that
so I think that's why you have peaks and valleys where like certain games it'll be better than others. Like it's still the touch and the feel. Like if you've been doing this for 7 years and then you switch up the like if it was a quarterback and they got a different type of pigskin or whatever.
Right. If somebody told you that, like, yo, man, I'm shooting bad today, yo. I think it's the ball. Like, how you feel? Like, you gonna be like, nah. Like, how you gonna feel? Like they say
I think
that,
that's a small percent tied in with the rule changes. And as far as the ball, to finish on that, I think part of it is mental. So if somebody's saying something might affect you, you might let it affect you, even if it's not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got
like
you.
I think part of it is like 5%, like literally only 5%, and probably half of it is mental. To where it's like this new ball, like what they changed the ball for. So it's like you're going into it with a negative vibe towards the ball when literally it's muscle memory.
I can also see it being with the refs because I think a lot of these players relied on going to the free throw line 2 or 3 times to get in the rhythm. Like just to start off. Just to start off. All right, let me go to free throw line, knock 4 down. All right, I'm in my zone now. I get 3 threes coming off the corner. I think that's how they used to get in rhythm during the game instead of coming off a screen shooting and getting the feel and then warming up. I think now with the refs not really calling some of those little fouls, which I'm thankful for because as a player, like I play basketball a lot. You can't guard somebody when like they run their shoulder into me while I'm trying to guard them. And you calling a foul on me because they bounced off of me. Like, what do you expect to happen? Like what?
How do I play defense?
How do I play defense? So, like, I get that. Like, so I'm glad that they stopped calling stuff like that. But I think those players relied on that to get in the rhythm. And now they can't get in the rhythm. So now you see them struggling. Just improve your shot selection. Like, for real, bro. Like, long 2s, long 3s. Like, stop. Like, how about you should go to the rack, finish. Like, Finish strong. Like
I also think I think that's the biggest part is like if you going up for a shot like I love Steph, but I know he do it too. So if Trae Young or Harden, if they're going up expecting that the ref is going to blow the whistle just off of how they move, then they don't even shoot it with the perfect form. So it's like you might get 3 shots of the first half where you're thinking you're gonna get fouled, so you kind of do something weird, and that's not even really your shot. So you missed 3 shots, because you thought it was gonna be a foul call. Now your percentages is a crazy game. So you could have been 2 for 5. Now you're 2 for 8 because you thought 3 of, and 2 for 8 looks way worse than like 6 for 12, even though it's still 6 shots missed.
Right.
But it's like because you were trying to get fouled, now your percentage is worse, and I think that's the biggest. That's the biggest contributing factor.
Yeah, you got that, and then I watched that. I seen like Ja Morant has been amazing this year. He's like one of the leaders in points in the paint, like percentage wise. He knows how to get a shot.
Score.
Yes, he knows. He's averaging almost. He's like 28 a game. And he's picking you apart, getting the best shot possible for him. And when he go to the rim, he is dunking. I'm not going in there to get fouled. I am catching a body. Like it's nothing around it. So that's how players should try to go. If you can still do it. Like I mean, you get older, you can't do it. But that should be the way to go.
Right.
Like, you're not going to get in rhythm. If Steph is not shooting the best percentage, he always shoots from three. And he's the greatest shooter we ever seen. Like, Dame also a great shooter, and he's not shooting, his best percentage. Y'all got to get better baskets.
Right.
I think this is horrible news for players like Jason Tatum, who has the worst shot selection I ever seen. First of all, like the worst, bro. Like, and that's why his percentage. He's shooting like 38% this year.
I love the shot percentage.
And we used to kill AI. AI shoot like 40%. People was killing
the
him.
Shot selection conversation is where this needs to go, because
that's definitely where it needs to go.
KD, on the other hand, his max percentage ever was 53%.
What?
We're not gonna bring LeBron into this because LeBron is like a different tier of. LeBron is always, if LeBron shoots under 55%, that's not real.
Yeah.
But KD is up. You know why? I'm shooting the shots that I practice and that I'm going to make. Same with Kawhi. Like, I love that
methodical, bro.
They are methodical and strategic. Like, this is where I live. I'm going to shoot threes too, but I live here. I hate that the NBA is at peak, it's elevated, right? But it's at the peak evolution. So, when something elevates, it becomes gradual. You start seeing people shoot threes more and more and more. Now it's like we're at the point where, we shoot as many threes as anything else. Yeah. So if we shoot 80 shots tonight, 37 are going to be threes.
Yep.
So what is happening is teams are playing the percentages, meaning they're not looking for good threes. They're looking for, the corner threes are the best shot in basketball because it's the shortest three, but it's the best shot.
Right.
And so it's like we want to get, the analysts say, we want 15 threes from the corner. So it's like they'll shoot corner threes even if they're not open.
Yep. And I think, to your point there, I think that's what separates players that's having a great year so far and the bad ones. DeMar DeRozan, great year.
Mid-range.
I'm not forcing it. Mid-range. Like, he's leading the league at shots, best percentage at the top of the key. And that's always been his shot. Players that's playing to their strengths and know another one, CP3, his spot in that corner. That left little corner right up there. Leading the league in that spot. Getting to your spot. You know what your spots are. Those players are the ones having the best success and going above because they're playing to their strengths. They're not, just shooting to shoot.
I hate that the league took the cue from the Warriors to start shooting more threes.
Yeah,
but
everybody can't do that.
They never realized that the Warriors' offense was predicated upon ball movement and taking the best shot.
Yeah.
So the year they got KD, they started out like, 19-3 or something, 19-2. Those first games, they never took more than 33 threes. Yep. They had KD, Clay, and Steph, and they were shooting like 31 threes a game.
Yep.
Now you got the Jazz who will shoot 52 threes.
Yep.
Yeah. And sometimes they'll make them, but the thing with threes is they're not guaranteed shots. I mean, the longer you shoot from, the lower the percentage is going to be. But it's like, if you're just chalking the game up to sometimes we'll make shots, sometimes we won't, then you can't. That's when you start to see inconsistency because you're not taking the best shots. Like, I can't count how many times you'll just be watching the game and a player will just literally, step back. Like, why would you do that? Like, the defender is right on you. Like, it's 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Why? Like, how did you decide that, I'm shooting a three right now from 33 feet?
For sure. Like, what makes you think that's the best shot to do it? That's why I think the teams that or the players that's having the best success this year are players that just know where to get their spots at. Like, they know, all right, I'm gonna do this here, I'm gonna do this here, and this is how the game is gonna go. I'm not gonna force nothing. I'm not gonna, take a bad shot. I'm gonna get the shots that I, excel at, which is why you see those particular players having a better year so far. It's early than other players. The conversation started from, I guess, one of the main things people have these conversations now about, players' percentages. Players like Harden, his been down. Now you can attribute his to a bunch of different things because Harden was so elite offensively that, even though he can't move as well right now, either that be to the lingering hamstring injury or him not being in the best shape because he couldn't work out, according to him, or whatever you want to tie it to, he always still could shoot.
Always.
So it's like, people are looking for like, what's going on with him? What's going on with Dame? Like, what's going on there? And you wait for the games. Like, they'll have one where they, snap out of it, then it goes back, to whatever. Harden just had 30-something, 39 the other night in the win. So,
20 free throws.
20 free throws. And he shot 7 for 25. He shot 7 for 25. So, what happened, bro? Like, what happened? And, 7 for 25 is nuts, bro. Yo, that got to be, 20%. That got to be, 22% run field, bro. That's horrible. Without them 20 free throws, that's, it's horrible, bro. So, I guess you could point at a bunch of different ways. Either way, I like the way it's going. As far as, what's triggering it. Triggering this percentage. A lot of people got their theories out there, but this is where we, do some things at the wall, see if y'all agree with our points there.
You didn't say it, so I'm going to say it. I started out with the ball, and you kind of, fought me on it, and you were right to do that because LeBron is not traditionally the best three-point shooter, but he started out the year with the new ball like everybody else. Yeah. And he's been really formidable. He had some games where his three wasn't the best, but he's been a solid three-point threat. So it's he's been playing.
Melo's shooting 40-something%.
They've been playing with the Spalding ball for
Melo was
how many years?
Yeah, Melo's leading the league.
No, y'all gotta catch up.
Melo's at the top of the league in catch and shoot threes. So I mean, some players are doing. That's why I'm not listening to the ball thing because it's go get in the gym then. Go get the ball, take 1,000 shots until you get it under control. I mean, it's does the NBA only own that basketball where you can't practice?
Right.
Go practice. Right. There's no excuse. I
can see if it was
game 1, yeah, but not game.
I can see if it was. I've said before on one of the episodes, I don't like the colored ball for the WNBA because I've played with a colored ball before. It affects the way I rotate. The rotation. Whatever. Yeah. But if it was something like that they switched to drastic, but the FIBA
ball different.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Your ball in the Olympics. So I mean, it's not really a good excuse. That part is more mental.
Exactly. So this
gotta be the rules.
Yeah, gotta be. So this is where we stand on this topic. Let us know. What do y'all think is affecting the percentage this year? Either could be, what y'all theories are. You leaning more towards the ref or, leaning towards, the ball. Let us know, man.
Hold up, I just thought of something else too. Yeah. If Giannis he had some games where he hasn't, but he's been milking them. So it's nah. Even if I thought that was an excuse, if I'm a player and I thought that was an excuse, and I see that Giannis is hitting threes now, I'm like, oh hell no.
Well, maybe that's what Giannis needed. The other ball was trash. This ball was crazy, now Giannis need it. Maybe that's more to their point though.
Right.
Giannis making threes now. This ball really trash, bro. This ball really ass.
Because I'm actually shooting
now if Ben start making them, this ball really ass. That's where I wanted. That ball ain't for real shooters. That ball's for people that don't shoot.
Yo, you even brought up a good point just now. Imagine it. This would be the perfect time for Ben to be playing because everybody percentage is down. It would be perfect time for him to 1-3 a game.
You're damn, bro, you shit way better than Dave. Yeah, for sure, bro. That shit make him look way better, bro. So let us know what y'all think on this topic, man. What y'all theories are, man. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe on the channel, please. We'd appreciate it. It's another episode. Let's talk about it.